दोस्तों, आप सबका स्वागत है जीसी सेवियर के द विनिंग हार्ट शो में। मेरे साथ हैं श्रुति मित्तल, जो कि हैं फाउंडर गुड़गांव कनेक्ट और जीसी सेवियर के। कैसी हैं श्रुति मैम आप?
I'm perfect. What about you, Ekansh?
आई एम गुड। तो मैम आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, आज कौन से सेवियर हैं सबके प्लीज आप सबको शेयर करें।
आज हमारे साथ डेविड शेरॉन है एंड उनके लिए हमारे पास एक स्पेशल मैसेज है जीसी सेवियर टीम के लिए, which I'm going to read for him. So, David, here it goes. Welcome to the GC Savior show, and it's a winning heart. So I'll just read a message for you. It says that our Savior David Sheoran, you came to our beautiful garden and enlightened everyone to follow enriched, happy, and healthy lifestyle. Your connect with everyone will stay fresh forever in our hearts. So, David, we are really grateful for all your dedicated efforts and whatever you did, whatever possible in the difficult times. And I think keep on doing those noble deeds, so you really win everyone's heart. Thanks for everything.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your thoughts.
सो डेविड, कैसा लगा आपको ये मैसेज टीम की तरफ से?
Very good. Fantastic. It's kind of making someone day at midnight.
I guess आपने ये कह के हमारा दिन बना दिया। बट मुझे ना पता चला था आपके बारे में कि आप किसी विलेज में विजिट कर रहा था आपने। हम आपसे वो जर्नी, वो स्टोरी जानना चाहेंगे सर, क्या था?
I come from a rural area. It is somewhere around 250 kilometers far from here, from the Delhi.
Okay.
I was born and brought up out there. So that's a kind of Matribhumi and Janam Bhumi, and this is Gurgaon, Delhi, my Karam Bhumi.
Okay.
So in that surrounding areas, we do not have any kind of facility over there. If you talk about educations, we have very limited access. If you talk about health facilities, we have very limited facilities over in the area of my village, my city, or even in my district. We have very limited hospitals, and we do not have very advanced facility over there. So it's very rural area. Yeah.
So when there were less facilities, I am pretty sure we have come across that you have been worked as a savior there. So we will insist you to share how and what make you do all that stuff and how you guys have actually managed all that.
When the lockdown was about to happen, I left around 2 to 3 days before that to my village.
Okay.
And once I reached there, I got to know that it's lockdown time. The cases has been increased. And I noticed in my village that most of my people, approximately 70 to 80% of our rural area are infected in my village. There were approximately 8 to 9 deaths in that time in total. Out of 9, 3 to 4 deaths were confirmed from COVID. 2 were young people, which was a pain for all of us, because in city, in some of the cases, we don't even know our neighbor, but in villages, our name is enough on a letter. If you send any letter to me, if you just write down my name and my village name, that would be enough, because we all know and we are very close. The emotions, the feelings are, I think there is something more than the city life. The life is very slow. So we had many issues over there at that time. So what we did is that some of them were not even ready to go to the hospital, not even getting checked up. We arranged some camps in the village, and there were some serious patients also. So we got them admitted somehow in the hospital. We arranged some oxygen for them. And even my mother-in-law, her CT score was 23/25. So it was like a second birth for her. So we were in constant touch to some of my doctor friends in Delhi and in Noida. So the prescriptions which was given by the local doctors, local hospitals, we discussed the same with the senior doctors and then the expert. after confirming with them and consulting with them, we followed their prescriptions. We somehow managed to make a middle way, like nobody wants to listen someone else's instructions, specifically in the expert field. If you talk to a doctor that I read something on Google, the doctor will straightway reply, then go to the Google and get yourself checked and consulted on their own. So the same goes when you tell that the so-and-so doctor told me this story, so-and-so told me. So it was very hard to make them on the same page, to bring both of them on the same page. Because at that time, the medicines were not available. So we somehow found out that what are the options available. After consulting both of them, we started the medicines because it was critical time that we cannot start the steroids before the time. And even if we are delayed for 2 to 3 days, it is still dangerous. So there is a specific time when to start and what to start. So that was a tough part, and somehow we managed to save those people. We tried helping as much as possible.
Right. So I'm pretty numb right now hearing you, but I'm pretty sure that those times were hard, but you have make those time look lighten up, and you have really brighten up many lives. So from entire team, we will like to salute you. Jesus Savior salutes for your dedicated efforts to help the mankind, keep winning hearts and spreading smile.
Thank you very much for
Be-
your kind
Before
words.
Right. Before we end this show, we would like to hear more something to you. What exact message would you like to share to the society?
Our exact message, the ups and downs are the part of our life.
Right.
Somehow we are lost, and sometimes we are lost in our own world. We forget to give back to the society. After a certain level, you should give back to the society because the society has given you a lot. If you talk about Europe and the civilized people who are little advanced compared to us or compared to any other country, these people think, and somehow they are right what they think. I agree for that. I have noticed that in India, people do not do much for the charity and for the society. If you talk about any of the developed and civilized society, they do a lot after making enough money. They donate, they do the charity for the society. Some of the kind people have donated most of their money, 80% of their money, or 90% or 100%. So that is kind of giving back to the society. So it is the need of the time that we do not, and we should not forget that. When we go from these worlds, we are not taking that money with us. We are not taking just
That's
commercial
true.
stuff with us. All we are taking with the good name or the bad name or what we did to the people. Everyone is doing for
Right.
herself, for himself. I do it for me, you do it for yourself, Shruti does for herself. But what do we do for other people? That matters. So I think giving back to the society is the main thing. In such hard and tough time, we should stood unite, we should help each other. And I think people realize this, that a lot of people, I know NDTV journalist, very top position. He was COVID patient at that time. His wife called up to one of my friend at 11 and half past 11, midnight. Unfortunately, the call got picked up by her kids. They said that someone is crying on the other end. Then there was a lady, his wife. So she told her the story that I'm ready to give you everything. I have enough money, I have enough power, and I'm not able to save my husband. If you can just do that. They got him admitted after talking to some of the people who were available in the staff over there. And the situation was something like that. We were waiting someone to get over or someone to get well so that another patient can be admitted in the same spot, the ventilator. He was on the ventilator at that time. He needed the ventilator. So these kind of the story, after listening to this story, we realize that we need each other. The money is not everything. Money is not everything. Money is a lot. It does matter in our life, but it's not everything. It's a part of the life. It's not life. So we should give back to
Undoubtedly,
the society.
right. Undoubtedly, humanity is above money.
Yeah.
So friends, as David shared his experience, I am pretty sure you would have definitely come forward, be unite, and give back to the society. For
And can
today,
I
we
add one more thing? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
sure, sir.
during such times, what I noticed is that GC Savior or Gurgaon Connect was just a group, a Facebook group, nothing more than that. It was a virtual world. And people do not take it at personal level, or they do not mind, or they do not think, or they do not assume what they could have done or what they can do. At that time, what I realized is that a lot of people, the group was approximately more than 90,000 people. We do not know each of them personally, but virtually we know, and they are member of our group. And most of the people were coming out to help each other. They gathered as much as information possible. Some of them were delivering medicine, some of them were delivering the oxygen, some of them were getting the people admitted in the hospital. They were doing their best. They realized that it can happen to me, it can happen to you, it can happen to someone else as well. Some of them have gone through, so they were helped by our people. And by helping them, they made them bound to help to the other people. That is the best thing. They realized, and they were thankful to the people. So most of the people realized this thing at that time, and they came close. Some of them have become good friends in real life also. And they helped the society a lot, whatever they could have done. So even in the real life, we live in such a world, like we have been advanced, we have been more civilized, but the civilization and advancement doesn't mean that we should forget the people, our neighbor, we don't know what's his or her name. But this group has done a lot to the people, to the society. They did tremendous work. And Shruti, the admin, has done a tremendous job. I appreciate her. We never thought, and specifically me, I never thought that this group can be useful in such way also. It was a good group for the information, and sometimes it was good for your entertainment also, because people share some joke, people share some good information. They make you light sometime when you feel heavy or lonely. Everyone has personal issues in their life, but I never thought that this group could have been worked in this way also. So in the time of COVID, people realized that a normal, a simple group without meeting in a specific hall, without sitting in the same office, sitting all across the India. Someone is sitting 500 kilometers far from me. Someone is sitting 3,000 kilometers far from me. Some of them were doctors. So they were specifying the people that do not take this medicine, take this medicine, do this, do not do this. That was much helpful. That is kind of first aid, that if you do not have anyone to discuss, anyone to talk, anyone to ping, anyone to call, it may right 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. People were still available. Some of them were still available, and they helped them a lot. They guided them, and they helped them to give the first aid, the medicine, that how you can get the oxygen level a little upper side for another half an hour or 1 hour. The first aid medicines, the exercise which you can do, or what medicine would help you to survive for another 2 to 3 hours, and where you should go. So this is something which I personally liked, and this is, I appreciate the admin about. Should deserve a
We
big
are
credit.
glad that, you like narrated entire group very well, and we are glad you people make this group. Of course, undoubtedly, Shruti has given her soul to this group, but I
Yes,
personally
she has.
believe being a member, it's many member who have actually feel us as a family. As you said that
Absolutely.
we are very well connected, irrespective we haven't visit each other places, but we are very well connected by our hearts. So
Absolutely.
that's how we say winning hearts. So you are one of our winning hearts. We are proud of you, and we are happy to be connected with you. We believe many people around who are listening us, many of them have very great hearts, and they should come up and help each other. So,
Certainly, they
friends
should.
will right. So, friends will definitely come up with one more savior next time with the next. So, like, just to know how he or she feels about this time and how they have cope of this time. For now, we are taking a leave. Thank you, David, for your kind words and for your precious time. Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Akants, and all the members of GC. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. But
Right.
for the people like Shruti and all the member and you, Akants, I don't have the gaze to gaze the deepness of my heart.
We are glad, sir.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
so nice. So sweet of you.
Thank you very
So
much.
let's
Thank
close this
you.
call with this. great smiles on our faces.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
team.
Thank you.